Nicaragua. It's a great spot for a vacation. Cheap luxury, beautiful nature, and beachside fun. We, Brendan and Dave, joined a group of friends in this amazing country to surf the increasingly popular waves on its west coast.
Well, for the most part, our friends surfed, because while they were good, we were not. Instead, we spent much of our time hunkered down in our beach villa. We had to figure out the final details of our plan once our friends left.
I need boots.
Boots.
I'm going for boots.
Do you want like rubber boots? Is that what we're gonna kind of maybe look for? That's what the locals have.
Yeah, whatever the locals do. Go to a local shop would be awesome.
Yeah, a machete.
Machetes. Yeah. I heard you get them dull and they sharpen them for you.
Oh, okay.
You can choose whether you want
who'd you talk
one
about?
side for jungle or two sides for gangster stuff.
Oh, one side.
We had been planning to trek across Nicaragua for months, all in secret. Why the secrecy? You'd be surprised. Here's an email we received from a travel journalist who had previously attempted crossing the country.
Look, I will tell you this. Don't do it. Don't bring anything you don't want to lose because besides authorities, there are robbers, and keep your mouth shut before you head out. And when talking to people, make sure you don't talk politics or what they think about the Canal project. Because when the authorities do bust you, they will use all of that against you as a threat to the state. I was in the immigration jail for 3 days, but the Danish girl was there for weeks before she was deported. Neither of us got our equipment back. Remember, I said, don't do it.
The project he mentions in the email refers to the Nicaragua Grand Canal, funded in part by a Chinese billionaire and a Chinese-backed firm called the Hong Kong Nicaragua Development Group. The $50 to $100 billion venture would completely alter Nicaragua, splitting it in half with a massive 170-mile-long waterway. By the numbers, it would be the biggest earth-moving project in human history. Many believe its effects would be environmentally catastrophic. Our plan was to use 1980s topographical maps to walk, or when necessary, boat the proposed route west to east, so we could see what would be lost if the canal were built. However, just traveling and taking photos along the route could be perceived as subversive by Nicaraguan authorities and get us into trouble.
San Miguelito is the place where people have had the most problems, right? With authorities and stuff, so that's a little sketchy.
Our strategy to avoid arrest, or worse, involved tiny cameras and the perception of complete ignorance about the canal.
Area. So you start seeing here, you have like Atlanta. And so Atlanta is, and that's what they're gonna call that big reservoir over here is gonna be called Atlanta Reservoir.
Essentially, we were two idiot vagabonds with bulky backpacks. Canal, they will ask? Our response will be, what canal?
And while this strategy would not lead to IMAX quality footage, at the very least, we would capture from end to end a region that could be unrecognizable within a decade.
But I think it's doable, and I really think, and this is going to be the question, is how much is deforested already? How much has already been taken out? How much is like, you know, how much is really true jungle? How much is, you know, some subsistence farm?
For the first leg of the journey, we would start on remote Icacal Beach, hike northwards to Punta Brito, then follow the Brito River inland. According to our topographical maps, we would next wind through the rolling hills of the Continental Divide and end in Rivas, a small city next to Lake Nicaragua. From there, we would continue further east to the Caribbean Sea.
So we don't know the actual route from here to here?
We don't know it exactly. We could probably ask around. I mean, they haven't actually published it either. I mean, basically, anybody that's in this area, this swath from Brito, like 6 kilometers either way, are kind of on tenterhooks.
We headed on our own to San Juan del Sur, south of the canal route, to pick up the final supplies.
Hey, did they really fit you? Small?
No, they're good. They're just big rubber boots.
¿Cómo se llama esto? Esto es como vaina. Pues seguro yo quiero 2 de este machete. ¿Puedo poner?
Sí, claro.
Vale. Ok, 40. Sí, gracias. Eso es querosín.
Sí.
Perfecto. Muy bien. Muchas gracias. Sí. I have one more thing. Gracias.
After shopping for food, we were ready. We enjoyed this final Pacific sunset. Tomorrow, we would set out to cross Nicaragua.